Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome to the inaugural session of the first curtain raiser event of Techbharat, which is the first pre-event of Techbharat 2021. May I now call upon Mr. Shrikanta Datta, the President of Laghu Udyog Bharati Karnataka, to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning to all of you. Respected Dr. Sudhakar, Honorable Minister for Health, Medical Education, Government of Karnataka. Respected Shri Gaurav Gupta, Principal Secretary, Commerce and Industries, Government of Karnataka. Shri Chris Gopal Krishna, former Chairman, Infosys Technologies. All the distinguished participants, invitees, members of Laghu Udyog Bharati. A very good morning to all of you. On behalf of Laghu Udyog Bharati, I deem it a privilege to extend a very cordial welcome to all the distinguished guests present virtually at the second edition of Techbharat. Laghu Udyog Bharati Karnataka and IMS Foundation jointly have organized this second edition of Techbharat. The first edition of Techbharat, which was organized in January 2020, was a resounding success as the conference focused mainly on the hitherto uncharted G2B, government to business domain. The second edition of Techbharat, which we are doing now, will focus mainly on empowering education and healthcare in India, with a broader spotlight on two of the significantly important fields, the edutech and health tech. As compared to the first edition, this second edition is being organized on a much larger scale using the virtual space. The event has attracted over 10,000 participants with more than 100 speakers, 250 exhibitors, and about 100 business meets, 50 collaboration efforts. There will be more than 50 hours of virtual show which will be on the air. We are having two virtual pre-events followed by the main event. Again, the virtual conclave is divided into two tracks with parallel sessions for bringing together every stakeholder of education and healthcare who will be promoting their knowledge, sharing their experiences, and utilizing the networking opportunities. This conclave is aimed at networking more than 10,000 participants representing the Indian establishments who would like to interact and do business with the global community. I will now briefly touch upon the two tracks. The education track. 4.0 Industrial Revolution is fast catching up. Education and technology always go hand in hand, and therefore it is time for us to look at creating a very safe and secure learning platforms for technology-enabled personal education. There is a huge gap, a huge divide, I would say, in the levels of education between the urban and rural populations, and hence there is a need for a lateral shift in mindset, for promotion of computer literacy, for adoption of newer technologies for both educators and learners, especially among the rural population. This is a very big opportunity for all of us. Hence, it is time for us to extend ample support to edupreneurs of today and tomorrow. EduTech domain will cover a vast range of issues, including technology to elementary education, higher education, research and collaborative efforts, digital transformation in education management, and education in India, particularly after the new education policy 2020, which has recently been announced, and also on funding education and entrepreneurs. On the healthcare focus, the biggest challenge the world faces today is in providing affordable, innovative, and accessible healthcare to all. With ever increasing access to information and technology, improvement in health policies, and reorganizing healthcare delivery systems to address the basic aspects of cleanliness and hygiene is gaining vast momentum. Further, through social entrepreneurship, financing of healthcare products and services through affordable Medicare, building healthcare repositories, and adopting of innovative business models to tackle healthcare needs are seeing rapid progress. Again, skilling and developing healthcare resources is the biggest challenge as well as an opportunity for us and for the entire world population. In addition, we must also look at promoting strategic partnerships among pharmaceutical companies and we must look at framing proper regulations and rules and monitoring mechanisms across all the stakeholders. While track 2 on healthcare will focus on technology to healthcare, healthcare innovation, next generation healthcare, healthcare and medical education in India after the new healthcare policy NHP 2015, and support systems to the startups in healthcare technology. As far as outcomes and deliverables are concerned, we are very confident that we will be able to reach out to the unreached audiences. We will be able to enhance the brand equity of Indian organizations, and we are aiming at a larger global market share for Indian entities with access to business opportunities with Indian government and reaching out to global players. And in short, we will be able to achieve much more collaborative efforts, and also with the research and academics of foreign universities as well. As we understand, healthcare and education are two vital streams that are driving the economy and contributing significantly to the GDP of the country as well as the world. So therefore, we at Laghu Udyog Bharati take this opportunity to organize this Techbharat edition of the second edition of 2020, and thereby contribute to the growth of Indian economy. For the next few hours from now on, you will be listening to some of the best domain speakers from these two tracks, experts from government, from both the central, the state government, the industry captains, scholars from academia, and established entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs will all be addressing and will all be sharing their views. And therefore, this will provide a very good opportunity for all of us, and I am sure there will be very useful and tangible takeaways from this conclave. And before I close, I take the opportunity once again to specifically welcome Shri Dr. Sudhakar, Honorable Minister for Health and Medical Education, Shri Gaurav Gupta, Principal Secretary, C&I Government of Karnataka, and Shri Chris Gopal Krishna, who has been of so much of support and help to us. And thank you very much. Let's look forward to an interesting conclave. Thank you.
Mr. Srikandadatta, thank you for your welcome address. It's time to seek blessings of His Almighty for the success of this first pre-event of Techbharat 2021. I now invite Kumari Rajashri for the invocation song. Kumari Rajashri.
लंबोदरा रत्नांबरधरा लंबोदरा रत्नांबरधरा अंबराधीश्वरा गौरी कुमारा अंबराधीश्वरा गौरी कुमारा लंबोदरा रत्नांबरधरा सिंदूरवदनारविंदा सुंदरा सिंदूरवदनारविंदा सुंदरा विघ्नांधकारा शरच्छंदिराधीर विघ्नांधकारा शरच्छंदिराधीर लंबोदर रत्नांबरधरा अंबराधीश्वरा गौरी कुमारा लंबोदर रत्नांबरधरा वरपाशांकुशदंतधरा सुमोहकवरपाशांकुशदंतधरा सुमोहक शूर्पकर्णत्वच्छरण शूर्पकर्णत्वच्छरण पंकजकानमिपे शूर्पकर्णत्वच्छरण पंकजकानमिपे लंबोदर लम्बोदर रत्नाम्बरधरा रत्नाम्बरधरा रत्नाम्बरधरा.
Thank you, Rajeshri, for the melodious invocation song. God bless all of us. Well, we now move on to the formal inauguration. Let us invoke the blessings of Bharat Mata by digitally lighting the lamp. Now, having lit the lamp of first pre-event of Techbharat 2021, may I now invite the Honorable Minister for Health, Family Welfare and Medical Education, Government of Karnataka, for his inaugural address. Sir, please address us.
A very good morning to all of you. On behalf of the Government of Karnataka, may I extend a very warm welcome to all the distinguished guests present at this important virtual conference. I really feel privileged to be in the midst of industry captains today. For several years now, I have been addressing trade and business bodies. It is also a great thing for me to interact with the business leaders once again. I need to emphasize here, Lagu Udyog Bharati has been working very closely with the state government by providing valuable inputs on a regular basis in the policy formulation process. Friends, from the time we have assumed office 2 years ago, our focus has been on meeting the expectation of the people of our state. Our government's vision is to achieve inclusive, equitable and sustainable growth. Today, Karnataka's gross domestic product is about 258 billion US dollars at current prices and is growing at a comfortable pace year on year. This growth rate is perhaps the highest growth rate in India, but it is not enough. A new industrial policy for fiscal band of 20 to 25 has been released, and this aims for an annual growth rate of more than 12% and attract investments of rupees 5 lakh crores, providing employment to 15 lakh persons during the period of the policy. This is the growth rate we aspire for. This is the growth rate which will help us achieve our vision within a reasonable time frame. Talking about today's Techbharat, the flagship event jointly hosted by Lagu Udyog Bharati and IMS Foundation, I am proud to say that Government of Karnataka is associated with this event, and such events basically showcase the expertise of the state's abilities and capabilities to the outside world. These programs usually build brand equity for faster economic growth of Karnataka state. Let me touch upon the healthcare track that this edition of Techbharat is focusing, along with the education track. I understand that healthcare has become one of India's largest sector, both in terms of revenue and employment. Healthcare is as everyone understands, more so during the pandemic era, comprises of hospitals, clinical trials, outsourcing, telemedicine, medical tourism, health insurance, and medical devices. The healthcare sector is growing at a brisk pace due to its inclusive coverage, services expansion, and increasing the expenditure by public as well as the private players. As a support to healthcare, our medical education institutions and state university is doing good too. Similarly, healthcare delivery system is segmented into two major components, public and private. The government, therefore, public healthcare system comprises limited secondary and tertiary care institutions in key cities and focuses on providing basic healthcare facilities in the form of primary healthcare centers in rural areas. The private sector provides majority of secondary, tertiary and most recent care institutions with major concentration in metros and tier 1 and tier 2 cities. Its competitive advantage lies in its large pool of well-trained medical professionals. India is also cost competitive compared to its peers in Asia and Western countries. The cost of surgery in India is about 1/10 of that in the US or Western Europe. We believe that that with right kind of investments from public and private entities, the healthcare global market can increase 3 to 4 folds to about 8 to 9 trillion US dollars by 2022. Indian medical tourism market is growing at about 18% year on year and is expected to reach about US $9 billion by 2021. According to the data released by Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade (DPIIT), hospitals and diagnostic centers attract FDI worth about 6.72 billion US dollars between April 2000 and March 2020. India in particular, Karnataka is a landful of opportunities for players in the medical devices industry. It has also become one of the leading destinations for high-end diagnostic services with tremendous capital investment for advanced diagnostic facilities, thus catering to a greater proportion of population. Further, through social entrepreneurship, access and traction to healthcare insurance, financing of healthcare services, building healthcare repositories, and adoption of innovative business models to tackle healthcare needs. Again, skilling or developing healthcare resources is the biggest challenge as well as an opportunity worldwide. In addition, promoting strategic partnership amongst pharmaceutical establishments and framing proper regulations and monitoring of compliance across pharma industries. These are all the business opportunities waiting in the wings to be grabbed by investors. In addition to overcoming healthcare and medical challenges of 21st century, last 2 decades have witnessed technological advancement in the field of healthcare, be it remote health monitoring tools, fitness wearables, medical robotics, electronic health record, 3D printing, telemedicine, medical kiosks, artificial intelligence and machine learning enabled genome sequencing, augmented reality and virtual reality for remote patient care and reliable treatment, Internet of Medical Things, cloud-based platforms for healthcare, etc. and etc. have helped our healthcare systems cope with the present and future demands. Further, for entrepreneurs in the field of healthcare, these technological advancements have created umpteen opportunities in providing good healthcare to world populace. Besides the healthcare technology, startups are in the forefront of modern medicine in creating products and services that benefits both providers and patients. They need both funding and technology partners at present. Other than the schemes to promote entrepreneurship through Make in India, Digital India and Startup India, there is a bigger need to fund up to about 10 billion US dollars to support startups in India by worldwide investing communities, making better healthcare products and services for India is the need of the hour. Besides medical service, consumers have become more conscious towards their healthcare upkeep. Healthcare sector is much diversified and is full of opportunities in every segment, which includes providers, payers and medical technology. With the increase in the competition, businesses are looking to explore for the latest dynamics and trends which will have positive impact on their business. The hospital industry is predicted to increase to about 8.6 trillion by year 2022 from 4 trillion US dollars in the year 2017 at CAGR of 16 to 17%. The government of India is planning to increase public health spending to 2.5% of the country's GDP by 2025. Healthcare competitive advantage also lies in the increased successes rate of Indian companies in getting abbreviated new drug application approvals. It also offers vast opportunities in R&D as well as medical tourism. To sum up, there are vast opportunities for investment in healthcare infrastructure in both urban and rural India. May I once again take this opportunity to extend my hearty thanks to Lagu Udyog Bharati and also to all the distinguished invitees and participants present here in such large numbers. Thank you.
Sir, thank you for enlightening us with what India can offer to the entire world. It was highly informative, reassuring the ecosystem of healthcare. Once again, thank you for your inaugural address. Moving on, we have with us Mr. Gaurav Gupta, the Principal Secretary to Commerce and Industry and IT, Government of Karnataka. Sir, may I invite you to address the audience through this virtual platform of Techbharat. Over to you, sir.
Dr. Sudhakar, Honorable Minister, Health and Family Welfare, Government of Karnataka. Shri Chris Gopalakrishnan, Chairman Axelar Ventures and a former Chairman of Infosys Limited, President of Lagu Udyog Bharati, all our exhibitors, sponsors and media friends, distinguished invitees and participants. On behalf of Government of Karnataka, I extend a very warm welcome to all the distinguished guests present at this important virtual conference. It's always a privilege to address the industry leaders. At Government of Karnataka, we are ever open for feedback and inputs from this august group. I would like to compliment Lagu Udyog Bharati here as the important apex organization for MSME. It has been working very closely with the state government to provide valuable inputs on various administrative and procedural matters on a regular basis. This has helped us immensely during the policy formulation process. We all know that Karnataka is one of the best states to do business in India. The state government is always proactive and travels an extra mile to attract investors to our state. Karnataka has been working on assessing and reformulating regulations that pose challenges to investors. This has led to several reforms this year which are industry friendly. Government of Karnataka's proactive stand has made it one of the leading states not only to attract investments but also to attract the best of the human resources across the world. We are also aware about the increased competition from other states in the field of IT, EdTech, Health Tech and other manufacturing sectors. So in this backdrop, continuously we are monitoring and evaluating our robust policies. These policies will not only sustain but also enhance the brand equity of Karnataka. Karnataka is one of the most industrialized states in India with a combination of knowledge-intensive high technology, capital goods, traditional consumer goods and services sector. The statistics indicate that there are plentiful of opportunities in relation to the state. A huge opportunities exist for health tech and edutech. Services sector continues to thrive and remain a dominant contributor. The state is an important destination for attracting investments across all verticals. Karnataka has been attracting a global audience with its integrated and strategic growth plans that offer immense opportunities across IT/BT, pharmaceuticals, agribusiness and food processing, energy and infrastructure. In the government, we are fully aware that governments play an important role in improving the ranking for ease of business. The ease of doing business parameters have been considerably reduced. The government of Karnataka has integrated services for project approvals for line departments relating to industrial investments. It includes online filing of application, processing, status verification, and also provision for downloading of final certificate and clearances. The system also provides for third-party verification of certificates and for clearances issued. We understand that at the government level, we look forward to an economic system that contributes to the state development, and such a economic system should be fair, and it should have effective regulation and should bring in transparency that aligns with the unique business and social climate. We have no doubt that Karnataka will again lead in this and continue to strengthen its position as the most important investment destination for all industry verticals. We are growing at 7% GDP growth. We have the largest biodiversity in the country. We are the most globalized state with highest degree of openness to export trade, the fourth largest of global tech cluster, largest and diversified skilled force, 90,000 acres of land bank, and pioneering new policies, and also best labor industrial relations in the country. And Bangalore is also ranked as one of the best cities to live and work for in India. So I would like to take this opportunity to assure industry leaders that Government of Karnataka will continue to cooperate and partner with you in this task of policy formulation, hand-holding investors, and also enhancing the brand value of Karnataka. We look forward to your support in making this partnership fruitful, not only for business but also for the economy of the state. I once again take this opportunity to extend my hearty thanks and gratitude to Laghu Udyog Bharati and to all the guests, invitees and participants who are present here in such large numbers. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Gaurav Gupta, for presenting what Government of Karnataka can offer to both local and global audience. We wish to have the support of the government, especially for the entrepreneurs of tomorrow. Once again, thank you for sharing your thoughts. Well, it is time for the presidential address of this inaugural session. As he is our guiding force all through, we have the pleasure of inviting Sri Krish Gopalakrishnan, truly a veteran and industry captain, to address us with his presidential remarks.
Honorable Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Medical Education, Government of Karnataka, Dr. K. Sudhakar, Principal Secretary to Department of Industries and Commerce, Government of Karnataka, Mr. Gaurav Gupta, President of Laghu Udyog Bharati, Karnataka, Mr. Srikanta Datta, friends from Laghu Udyog Bharati, founders, entrepreneurs, good morning to all of you. Thanks for giving me this opportunity to speak to you on the occasion of the first curtain raiser event for Techbharat 2021. And of course, congrats to Team Techbharat 2021 and Laghu Udyog Bharati for putting together this conference in spite of the challenges faced due to COVID-19 virus. The first edition of Techbharat, that is Techbharat 2020, was held on 17th and 18th January 2020, and in spite of the virus, we are having now the second edition. In spite of these challenges that we are faced with, that is because of the COVID virus, I see opportunities in these challenging times. First is we are seeing an acceleration to digital. where it's possible, we have all moved to work from home. Meetings such as this meeting are being held using digital technologies. There's an acceleration of adoption of e-commerce. Some of the education has shifted to online mode. Consumption of digital content has increased. As we stay at home, we are watching a lot more digital content on our personal devices. Our consultations with our physicians, doctors, clinics, etc. are happening digitally. Financial transactions are moving and becoming digital. So acceleration of digital is the first opportunity that I see. And somebody remarked recently saying that we have seen 5 years of change, or 5 years of transformation in 5 months actually. We also see unprecedented collaboration between industry, academia, government, all sections of society in order to respond to the virus and the challenges by the virus actually. Both in terms of, for example, creating the personal protection equipment for people, for physicians, doctors, healthcare workers. We also saw ventilators being manufactured in India. They were not being manufactured in India. Some of the vaccines are actually developed in India. So we are seeing unprecedented collaboration at tremendous speed. And we also see science at speed. Never in the history of the world that we have seen vaccines being developed at such a short period of time. We will have 8 to 9 vaccines that are going to be deployed in the field in the next few months, and that's again unprecedented. The focus of this year's conference is EduTech and Health Tech, and I believe that it's an appropriate time for us to focus on Health Tech and EduTech. I'll talk about Health Tech first, and then I'll go to EduTech. Both these sectors are ripe for reimagination, and in both these sectors, in India can actually take leadership. India can become the number one destination, number one location to reinvent healthcare and education. You must remember that the Prime Minister announced the National Digital Mission on Health on 15th August 2020, along with Ayushman Bharat. This is going to transform healthcare in India. We will be able to provide 1.3 billion Indians affordable quality healthcare, which is powered by digital technologies. Prime Minister also announced a unique health ID for every citizen. This, I believe, is the most ambitious program in the world. Imagine transforming healthcare for 1.3 billion Indians. This will provide lots of opportunity for the industry and SMEs, startups to participate. Already, India is number one destination for manufacturing vaccines. 70% of the vaccines in the world are being manufactured in India. India, the generics capital of the world. So how can we now create an ambitious goal in the area of drug discovery, creating our own molecules, our own medicines and things like that? And there are lots and lots of areas in healthcare which are actually waiting to be cured, or solutions to be found. For example, for cancer, or for Alzheimer's or dementia, or even diabetes and things like that. So clearly there are significant opportunities both in terms of providing affordable healthcare as well as in the area of drug discovery and creating our own molecules, etc. The other transition I see happening in the space of healthcare is preventive healthcare. Healthcare today is about curative. That means if you are sick, you go to a hospital and get cured. But how can we transition to preventive healthcare where we stay healthy longer and would require interventions sparingly or much later in life? And this is where our traditional knowledge, Ayurveda, yoga, and meditation, already yoga is more popular, I believe, outside India than actually in India. But we must take advantage of this transition that is happening in the space of health tech and give the world a new system for health. Now let me come to edutech actually. Again, I strongly believe that we can reimagine education. Again, the government has announced the new education policy 2020, technology enabled hybrid education. So even before the COVID struck, the NEP has actually looked at technology enabled education. NEP also talks about multiple entry and exit points, credit transfer schemes, micro credits, mix of online and classroom education, and combine this with technology like artificial intelligence, machine learning, etc., where we can augment or where we can amplify the classroom, amplify the teachers' delivered classes and things like that. With using technology, we can completely transform education. And the goal is still the same. How can we ensure that no student is left behind when it comes to education? We can give quality education to the remotest area to every child in our country. So again, I believe that there's an opportunity to look at private participation in this, how we can create world-class universities, world-class research institutions in India and provide leadership here. So these are exciting times to reimagine health tech and edutech. I believe that the opportunity here is to scale these two sectors up significantly. In healthcare, I believe that we can actually grow this sector by 10 times. And in education, I believe that yes, we will grow significantly, but more importantly, the opportunity is to make sure that no child is left behind. Every child gets quality education. See, in COVID times, we have seen the challenges we are faced with, the fissures in society, the disparity that is there. So those people who are doing white collar work have been able to move to work from home, etc. Those who have internet access, they have digital devices and things like that, have been able to participate. But there are many people who were not able to participate. There are many people, especially the migrant labor, who were actually significantly affected by this. So again, we need to leverage this to, of course, help these people and provide them with better healthcare, better education, move them to being able to participate in services economy, being able to participate in the new opportunities that the economy provides, etc. I believe that our deliberations will bring out the opportunities, will bring out new ideas, will create new connections, will allow us to network amongst ourselves as we did last year. And that's why I'm looking forward to Techbharat 2021. I hope all of you will participate actively. I hope all of you will derive benefit from this. And let me conclude by thanking the organizers for allowing me to share my perspectives for Techbharat 2021. Wishing you all the very best. Thank you.
Sir, sincere thanks for your continued guidance. I thank you on behalf of the entire organizing committee of Techbharat 2021. Well, as to formally thank the guests present here, dignitaries, audience for this virtual event, media personnel, and all others who are on the virtual platform today for this morning. May I now call upon our Honorary Secretary of Lagu Udyog Bharati Karnataka, Shri Bojaraj ji, to give away his vote of thanks.
Distinguished guests, exhibitors and participants, on behalf of the Lagu Udyog Bharati Karnataka and IMS Foundation, may I extend a very warm welcome to all the distinguished guests presented at this important virtual conference. It is always a great privilege to see such a large gathering of government officials from both state and central governments, industry captains, thought leaders, domain experts from education and healthcare sectors in this webcast session. It is indeed a pleasant task for me to propose a hearty vote of thanks to our chief guest, Dr. K. Sudhakar, Honorable Minister for Health and Family Welfare and Medical Education, Government of Karnataka. We are really proud of you, sir, as you are in the front leading the state government at this difficult time of COVID and other social and political issues facing the state. Talking about today's Techbharat 2021, the flagship event jointly hosted by Lagu Udyog Bharati Karnataka and IMS Foundation, I am proud to say that along with Government of Karnataka, several other education and healthcare institutions are associated with this event, and such events basically showcase the prowess of the state's ability and capabilities to the outside world. These programs hugely build brand equity for faster growth of Karnataka's economy. This is the first pre-event, which will be followed up by the second pre-event in January 2021 and culminating at the main event on March 5th and 6th of 2021. I would also like to sincerely thank our industry friend, Mr. Gaurav Gupta, Principal Secretary, Commerce and Industries Department, Government of Karnataka, for his unstinted support and guidance, and also coaxing us with his charm to move to higher echelons in the business sphere. I also would like to place on record our respectful thanks to our ever-engaging Sri Chris Gopalakrishnan, Chairman Axelar Ventures, who is the real architect of Techbharat and who has always stood like a rock behind us to showcase this massive show to the public. My personal thanks to all our speakers and exhibitors who have so graciously accepted our invite to participate in this virtual conference. Once again, I thank each one of you present in this virtual conference and will begin the technical sessions now. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bojaraj ji, for giving away the vote of thanks. On behalf of the organizing committee, we thank you. And we must once again thank all the audience present on this virtual meet, witnessing the first pre-event's inauguration of Techbharat 2021. Once again, thank you all.